Hai, selamat datang ke episod seterusnya Kaki Bola, podcast berita harian yang membincangkan semua perkara mengenai bola sepak tempatan dan juga dunia. Dan hari ini saya, host anda, Hazman Abdul Aziz, dan bersama saya, co-host
Farehan Hussein
akan membawa anda mengenali ataupun mungkin ramai di antara mereka yang tidak mengenali individu ini ataupun mereka membesar dengan star player lain.
Betul.
Tapi ada satu zaman tu, this player was hot. Ramai orang berbual pasal dia, ramai orang cakap pasal dia.
Hazman, this is the player that kita berbual English sikit jadi dah faham sikit Pemain ini adalah merupakan idola saya. Pemain inilah yang mengenalkan saya kepada arena bola sepak. Pemain inilah apabila saya berada di the Old National Stadium di Kallang tu, when I was a fan, my eyes was on this particular player because he was a striker, he scored goals for us, and the one that really caught my eye was he was running. He was wearing these boots called Lotto boots. So the studs was all green. So I remember that when he was running, we can see the sole of the boots was green color. I was like, wow. I mean, he's the idol. I remember when I was young, go to the barber and say, I want a haircut of like this guy.
Just like him.
Just like him. But of course now I won't ask for the haircut.
But do you not look like him?
Huh?
Do you look like him?
I don't look like him. I mean, his mouse, he was the most good-looking guy, so we are blessed. And I'm happy that today I can call he's a good friend of mine.
Yes. Saya pun rasa beruntung lah. Walaupun saya tak membesar dengan dia. Saya lahir tahun after dia dah. Tak main dekat Singapura lah basically. So memang kita tak ada, my age, kita tak ada any clear idea of him, siapa dia. But kita tengok videos, he was very very popular. Dia pergi mana-mana orang kenal dia, orang keromon dia. And he was up there lah. Okay, so hari ni kita bersama dengan pemain yang pernah menjadi kegilaan peminat-peminat di Singapura. Number one, sebab memang dia main bola bagus.
Betul.
Dia part of the champion Malaysia Cup dengan Singapore
Yes,
1994. And also number two, memang dia popular lah.
Memang.
Memang semua orang kenal dia. Dan kita nampak dia bukan sahaja pandai di padang bola, tapi pandai menang hati peminat-peminat di Singapura.
Betul.
Okay, so beliau part of the dream team that makes everyone dreaming till today.
Yep.
And then he's dubbed the Singapore Beckham / Cantona. He's none other than Abbas Saad. Welcome to Kaki Bola, Abbas. How are you?
Welcome, Abbas.
Hi. Thank you for having me. That was very, very nice, and I'm really, I'm very, very honoured actually, to be honest. So Thank you very much for having me here.
So why we heard a lot about Abbas being called the Singapore Beckham, the Singapore Cantona?
I think Abbas was easily the poster boy for Singapore football. I mean, I was 10. I was only 10 years old during that time, and I mean back then we all agree that our only form of entertainment in Singapore was football.
That's right.
Unlike today, you have YouTube, you have Netflix. Back then it was purely football. I remembered every weekends people will queue up for tickets just to catch you guys, and if there were any appearance that you guys would turn up at some of the football stores or anywhere, fans would be there. That's lining up. And I can say, I'm not ashamed to say that I was one of them.
It was the hottest ticket in town. The Malaysia Cup days. Yeah. It was wonderful times, I think, for Singapore for football. You had some great players during that time, and it was a privilege to represent Singapore at that time.
I think till today, it remains in the core memories of fans of my age, and even those who are older. When you talk about, I mean, we will talk about this later on about Singapore football. I mean, people keep, some people will say that it's unfair to compare football today with the 1994 batch. But whether you like it or you don't like it, it got stuck in our core memories, and that was how football was supposed to be.
Well,
right?
Every era is different, you know. We had our successful era. It was entertaining football. It was everybody loved the game. As you said, there wasn't too much outside of the game. Football was number one, number two, number three. There was no BPL, there was no YouTube, there was no telephones. So that was purely the entertainment. Where now you got so much to choose from. And no disrespect to the 2000 Lions team, who done very, very well, and obviously the current teams. It's their era now. I mean, we can only talk about my era and really now support the era which is in front of us right now.
of course.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when I see archive photos. When I was researching about Abbas, I was searching about archive photos. There were a lot of fans. Like for an athlete in Singapore to get that, it was amazing, man.
It was amazing. I mean, the stadiums were full, as Farehan said. People lined up for hours just to try and get a ticket.
And that's something that I can't feel in my current generation right now. That kind of support for local. Basically, you are part of us lah because you play here.
Yeah, absolutely.
For
absolutely.
a local athlete that plays in Singapore, that dons the Singapore jersey, get that much attention and support, it was nice.
Yeah, it's very humbling. It was very humbling. That's why it grew on me. They treated me like one of their own. I was never treated as a foreigner. I was always treated as a local and one of them, and that's what I love about the Singapore fans and Singapore itself. That's why I'm still here, 35 years since the day I came, and the current the players who played with me are still my best friends until today. I'd love to see this, the current generation be adored and to have that kind of fans come back and experience. I really would love to see that happen again in Singapore.
Okay. Maybe we can straight away get to know you more. Currently, you are not staying in Singapore. You are living in Australia.
That's right.
And what are you doing now?
I'm coaching in Australia. So I got my pro license. I was coaching professionally in in Sydney. I'm enjoying it. I'm there with my family, and the football is great. It's a big challenge for me. I'm here in Singapore. I came here as part of the Singapore Football Club. I was coaching here in the International 7 Series, which was held over the weekend at Jalan. Very, very successful. When you talk about international, it was teams from Europe, from Brazil, from China, from Japan, from Thailand, from all over the world, and it was a great tournament. It's a seven-a-side tournament. It's very fast, very entertaining. I think it's probably the way to go for the next couple of years.
Farehan was also part of the Soccer 7 series, right?
Yes, my team, the Singa Legends.
Did you guys face each other?
We faced against one of his teams,
That's
the Masters.
Right. That's right.
We lost the game, but we got a point off one to the former EPL All Stars. Yeah, so it was a good start for us.
And they did, and the Legends were wonderful. I mean, obviously you could see they didn't train for it, and it's not an easy. You're playing pretty much 90% of the field capacity,
Correct.
and it's 7-a-side. There's a lot of ground to cover.
A lot of running.
And if you're not as fit, you can be left behind.
Actually,
but I thought the old guys did very, very well.
I saw the Instagram post.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Jalan Besar actually they use.
Yeah.
And you get to see 7v7 using that pitch. There's a lot of running. I don't know how
it's all about fitness, it's all about brains,
Yes.
it's all about tactics.
That's right. That's
7-a-side is totally different from 11-a-side football that we are used to see.
Yeah.
It's only 7 minutes per half, end-to-end actions. You lose the ball.
entertaining. It's very, very entertaining.
From being in a good position to get a goal for the team, within seconds you could be conceding a goal,
correct.
right?
Correct.
Just one long ball, then you can concede already.
Yeah, it's a transitional game. It's up and down, up and down. It's just attack, defend. But that's what the fans want to see, and it's very entertaining.
So you are part of a coaching team now in Australia.
Yes.
Which club is it?
I'm with Right On Me Lions. We're in the second division in the MPL in Sydney.
MPL.
It's a small club. It's an ambitious club, and I was with the Central Coast Mariners in the A-League for a couple of years. I was the head of the academy there, and the assistant coach and coach of the A-League team. And then I made the jump closer to the family in Sydney. Really enjoying it. It's like I said, it's a big challenge. It's a very young team, and we are in competition at the moment. We've got another 6 games to go before the season finishes.
The men's team?
Yes, it's a men's team. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So Abbas, let's go through a bit about where you come from. When I was young, when I was a fan, people always say, Abbas, Australian, but he was born in Lebanon. So I mean, your whole autobiography, I remember clearly back then. Okay, so you were from Lebanon at the age of 8. Your family moved to Australia, and that's where you are till today. How was it like growing up in Lebanon back then? I'm sure they were. It was in the middle of a war. So what gets you inspired and motivated to pick up football? What was the day that you remember that, I love these sports and I want to make it big?
Yeah, first of all, Lebanon was a beautiful country. My upbringing was absolutely beautiful. That's before the war started, and that's the reason why we migrated to Australia. My sister was living in Australia. We're probably one of the lucky ones to get that ticket to be able to leave the country at a really crucial time. Not very nice time. During that time, I lost my uncle, but I lost my eldest brother. Eldest brother in an accident. A bomb exploded and killed about 40 people, and he was just walking home. He was just one of the innocent people, which any war will tell you. There's so many innocent people who lose their lives. Until today, we still see it, and it's very sad. So, that was the time where we picked ourselves up, and wasn't just one of me. So it was mum and dad. It was I got 2 sisters, and I had 3 brothers and myself. So it's a big family to leave everything behind and jump ship and try a new country. And look, we're grateful for Australia for taking us, and we've had a great life also in Australia. And it wasn't easy at the start, but we grew to love the country, and and to try and forget the bad things that happen in Lebanon, and try and move on with our lives.
You travel by ship, just now you mentioned.
That's right. Yeah, we
From
had to.
Lebanon to Australia?
No, we had to get by ship from the port in Beirut to
Beirut,
Cyprus, and then from there we had to wait for our visas for a couple of months to get our visas. So it wasn't easy. And
how long was the journey?
Yeah, the journey was long.
And you were
I was
only
8 years old.
8 years old.
8 years old.
Yeah, you don't forget that. You don't forget that. That's why you don't forget where you come from. You always be humble. All your lives, be humble, because we've all had humbling experiences. We've all come from humbling ways, and that's the way to live your life.
Wow. I can't imagine at such a young age you have to go through that.
How long was the boat ride from Lebanon, from Beirut to Cyprus?
Well, it's supposed to be an hour and a half, but the journey took a lot longer because we got stopped by at the time by
The Marine police,
the Israelis, because it's on the border of there, because it's just the way it is to cross from one country to another,
country,
and not a nice experience, but unforgettable experience. But you move on in a positive way.
So you pick up football only when you're in Australia, or?
Oh no, we
Before
played.
that,
We played. No, the game was played in the streets of Beirut. No grass, just on the roadside, wherever you got a space to play. You play barefoot, shoes, no shoes. And
did it ever come across your mind that I'll be a professional football player?
That was my aim actually from a kid, and I was pretty good at it even at 8 years old.
Did anyone tell you during that time that Abbas, you have a potential to make it one day?
They did actually. My brothers always thought that I'll be the one to make it, and when we migrated to Australia, it took us a while to settle and to find a team maybe to play. So when I went to school, I was playing soccer. We called it soccer in Australia, which is football. And at school I was doing that, but on the weekends, the parks where I was, they were all playing rugby league. So I joined rugby league. So on the weekend I was playing rugby league just to play sport, because I loved any sport. But at school I was playing football until a year and a half. I used to come home bleeding all the time, getting smashed all the time, because I'm not a big guy. And that's when my mum found out that I was playing the wrong sport. So she got a scissor and she ripped all my jersey and made sure I get back into football, which I did, probably at the age of 12.
So she was supportive of you playing football?
Oh yes,
Very
of course she was. And from the age of 12, that's when I really kicked on, and clubs started to see the potential, and then I played at the highest level, at junior level there, and from there on it just went on. At 16, I think it was 16 and a half, I made my first grade debut, which is the professional league, and it's a proud moment. And then played for Australia and at the age of 17, 18. So yeah, when you represent your country, and Australia was my national team at the time. Yeah.
So in 1991, when you came over from Australia all the way to Singapore.
1990.
1990, yeah. 1990. So how did that move happen?
The coach who coached me in Australia knew somebody from the FA, so he was on holidays in Singapore, and they approached him to ask him for help. They wanted to get some foreigners, because I think before I came here, 88, 89, he had some couple of players from Yugoslavia, if I'm correct, and so his name Alan Vest, who was the coach of Sarawak, and so he gave him my name and told him, I've got a very good young player, you should go down and watch him play. So that's when they contacted me, and they came and watched me play, and they wanted 2 foreigners, and Alistair was my striking partner at the time. And and they liked.
So both you and Alistair.
So we said, look, if you're going to have me, you're going to have both of us. If you need 2, at least you have 2 players who know each other's game, which is common sense. And that's how we came about. And they had to wait until we finished the season, which we went all the way to the grand final. We were champions, so we played the big final. We won it in Australia on a Sunday, and on a Monday we were on the plane to Singapore. I think it was round 5 at the time, so we missed, I think, the first 3 or 4 games of the season, and that's what happens.
I'm curious, do you even know what's in Singapore when you made the decision?
No idea. I've only been to Asia once. I went to Bangkok, played in the King's Cup for the Australian team. I think it was 87, 87, I think it was. And that was my only time in Asia. So I thought Singapore was pretty much like Bangkok, so, or a deserted, a kampong country or something. But when I came to the airport, I was just amazed, and it was pretty much.
So technically, you made that jump to just go after winning the championship in Australia, and you went to Singapore and just accept the deal.
Accepted the deal because it was off season, so we were off for 3-4 months. So we signed a 4 months contract. Just until the end of the league, not knowing that Singapore was going to make the quarterfinals, Malaysia Cup, because the top 8 made it. Where previous years I think they faltered, they didn't make it. So
they
didn't know how good.
Still the semi-pro league.
They didn't know how good we were going to be. So at the time, we ended up being okay.
Okay, during that time when you were first introduced to the Singapore team that participated in the Malaysia League, who was the first Singapore player that made an impression to you that said, hey, this guy is quite good?
Oh, Hasnim Harun.
Hasnim. Oh, we really hear that name, right?
Oh, Hasnim in the top 3 best players.
Besides Fandi?
Fandi, Sundaram and Hasnim for me. And then
Hasnim, I remembered watching him in the there was when he was playing together with Sping and Foster.
Yes, when we went to Johor,
so Sping and Foster,
they took over.
Hasnim was commanding the midfield, box-to-box player.
Oh, he was
master of dribbler.
He was a wonderful player.
And I remembered about Hasnim. Every game, when you flip the newspaper to see the match reports, he was always the man of the match. Always the man of the match.
But why his name is always not up there?
Well. To us players, he was wonderful. He was fantastic player. Really, technically very, very gifted. 2-footed, can dribble, can shoot, can score, can run.
He had a lot of potentials to make it out there.
He could have been. He could have made it. He could have played in Europe. He was that good. Very, very humble, very shy. But really beautiful guy. But magnificent player. And, he's definitely my top 3 greatest players that I played for in Singapore. Definitely, he's there. He's right up there.
No, I didn't expect that name to come out because I thought it's Fandi or Sundaram or Malik.
Hasnim.
Definitely. Yeah, he's in the same group there with Fandi, Sundaram, and Malik. Yeah.
So Abbas, what is your take on Singapore fans in the 1990s? I'm sure you played at the old Kallang Stadium. It was 55,000 every weekend. right?
Amazing.
So was it the first time you played in front of 55,000 crowd?
No, I in '87 in the World Youth Cup, in the Under-20 World Cup, which I represented Australia in Chile. And 95,000 was because we played Chile in Chile. We were the opening game. That was the biggest crowd that I've ever played under. And obviously, when I came to Asia, that was the second biggest. And then obviously the Malaysia Cup final in '94 in Shah Alam
where you
was
scored
around
a hat-trick,
95,000. So that would have been the biggest crowd, I think, in Asia at the time.
So your fond memories of the Singapore in the Malaysia Football League, the travelling to the Malaysia, how is it like? I mean, today, back in 2012, we were invited back to the Malaysia football after we left in 1994 with Lions Shaw back then. So what's your take on the rivalry between Singapore and Malaysia football? Do we need each other to lift up football in this region?
Yeah, I think so. You always need a rivalry, but that rivalry's been going for
a
long time. You can't just diminish it so quickly. Yes, you need your own league. You need a strong league, but strong league. You need a strong league, and you look at the fans. What do the fans want? I know they're trying hard with the S League and trying to get the fans on board and grow the league, and they're trying to do the right thing, but it's not happening. I think the quality of the league has to improve. The quality of the Malaysia Cup was very good because I played with the national team plus international foreigners inside. So everybody is at a high level, and you look at the states in Malaysia. They were all very, very good, and the foreigners were all international class. So you had to be really pretty much an international to come and play. Where these days, I mean, no disrespect, there's some really good foreigners at the moment, especially now with Lion City Sailors. They're bringing some really good foreigners because they can afford to pay those foreigners. But you look at the foreigners where the other teams are bringing, not so great. I mean, yes, they're good, but not to the quality where they should be.
I mean, we talk about in 1994 where you were playing with the national team. I mean, I was the team manager of the Lions Shaw when we won the FA Cup. 80% of the players in the Lions Shaw were the national team players. And just a month after we won the Malaysia FA Cup against Kelantan, what result did we get? We drew with Japan in Saitama in the World Cup qualifiers. Right? Because the players were already at that level in terms of fitness, in terms of intensity, week in and week out, playing in the
competition,
good level of competition. It just translates to the national team and you get good results. But of course, football is where it is today. I mean, our focus is of course to build up on our Singapore Premier League. I mean, yes, we have seen what Lion City Sailors has done the past few seasons, but it's just important for the other local clubs to step up eventually.
Yeah, they got to step up. You can't just have one club.
That's dominating.
Being so good
thing.
and all that, and the rest of them just hovering very low below them there. I mean, it's happening now at the moment. I think it's in Malaysia. JDT is that good, and then the rest are just supporting cast, and we don't want to see that. So hopefully, every other club will step it up and be as competitive and give the Sailors competition. I don't think I would want to play in a competition where I know I'm going to win everything before before kickoff. And look, but you got to take your hats out to the Sailors. I mean, their brand is fantastic, and they're doing the right things to do, to push their brand up there and to be competitive not only in Singapore, but they want to be competitive in the AFC competition also, and that's what Johor has done. But it's going to take a lot more time to get that right.
So you spoke about JDT, you spoke about Johor. I think the listeners out there need to know that in 1992,
91.
Won
the double.
91. You won the double with Johor.
Won the double with Johor.
So did you turn your back against Singapore to join Johor during that period of time, or was there an offer that you can't resist?
No, I got pushed out.
You got pushed out
from Singapore.
I got pushed out by the coach, by the coaching staff. I wasn't. I was supposed to. I wasn't a good boy, as they say. Look, it was a funny way. I was pretty upsetting because I gave my all
for Singapore.
I think that year We finished second in the league, and we finished second in the Malaysia Cup. We just finished by, I think, a point in the league to Selangor. And then we lost the Malaysia Cup final to Kedah. But we brought back the fans, we brought back the entertainment, and I think Alistair won the Golden Boot that year, and I was only a goal behind him. So we finished first and second with the goals, and then the coaching staff thought maybe we're not as good enough, or we're not a good fit to be part of it. So they pretty much pushed us out, and we had plenty of offers. So I could have gone anywhere, but I wanted to go to Johor. Johor came in, and it was close to Singapore, and I really didn't want to go too far from Singapore at the time. And you know what? It was probably the best decision of my life. It was a great move. So I have to thank the FAS at the time for pushing me out. And then when I went to Johor, I had a wonderful time. And what a great team. What a great team
was the coach.
Michael Uricalo, we recruited the Australian coach, made sure we had somebody who understands us and push us. And we really wanted to do well, because, we didn't leave on great notes at the time. And the Johor team, we had just beaten them in the semi-finals of the Malaysia Cup. So they had a pretty good team, as it is. And they had a very good foreigner in Irvin Boban. So for me and Alistair and Irvin Boban, the three foreigners, with the Johor team, we always knew we could do well, and we did. We won the league comfortably. We won the Malaysia Cup comfortably, and I think I won the Golden Boot that year, also with Johor. So it was great. It was great memories and a great team.
But why did you came back to Singapore after that? You was just one season with Johor, right?
Yeah, unfinished business.
Unfinished.
No, 2 years. I played 91, 92. Unfinished business, and to be honest with you, because Fandi and Malik, who are my best friends and until today, they're like brothers to me, they were playing, Fandi was at Pahang and Malik was at KL. So they decided they wanted to come back to Singapore, and
in 93.
Yeah, they twisted my arm. I'm going to tell that. They twisted my arm, and we wanted to play together. So I played against them for a couple of years, and for 3 years, and we wanted to do well together, and we really, really wanted to win the cup for Singapore. That was my aim. My aim was just to come back for the fans and for the country and to win it, because obviously fell short in 1990, and I had already won it with Johor. Now I really wanted to win it with Singapore.
Even though back then in 93 when you came back, we were in Division 2.
Yes, we were in Division 2 because Singapore got relegated in 92. In 92, and we went Division, but we knew we can get out of it, and we won the league.
We went to the Malaysia Cup final.
Actually, we didn't win the league. In 93, we finished second on goal average to Selangor. Us and Selangor went up, and we went all the way to the Malaysia Cup. Again, we fell short to Kedah, who were a very good team. But we just didn't play our best, I think, in the final. And that's why I stuck around in 94, where Alistair left. I think Syndrome left. A lot of changes happened. But I wanted to stick around and to still win it. And with Fandi and Malik, as long as they were there, we wanted to be together and play together.
You know something I realised about Abbas? He always goes to a team where he already accomplish everything. Like for example, in Australia, he have won the league. Then he went to Singapore to actually not say downgrade, but go to a less
less pressure team,
less pressure,
and build up.
It's a challenge.
Also, Johor, you went to Singapore to Division 2.
Is
there something about you?
I think I've been blessed. I think alhamdulillah, everything has been good to me. Every club that I've gone to, I've won. I've won in every club. So in Australia, I played for 3 clubs, and I've won everything with those 3 clubs. I came here, I played with 2 clubs, with 2 teams, and I've won everything. So and then obviously on a personal note, pretty much picked up all awards that needs to be picked. And but most important thing is your team. It's winning. It's the team. It's not the individual accolades. That one. You sell that or you throw that anywhere to have the accolades of the team, because really you're playing for your team or for your country, for the fans, And that's what I mean. That's what challenges us, and that's what challenges me to win the big trophy.
I think when we talk about important in sports, right, in a team, the bonding of the team must be there.
Oh yeah.
And we can see that in 1994. And recently, I would say I'm a United fan, but the strongest bond that I can see was in Liverpool team under Jurgen Klopp.
Yes,
When they won the title,
Premier
not
League.
under Andy Slot, but when the title was few seasons ago under Jurgen Klopp. We can see that team has such a strong bond. And maybe you want to share a bit the 1994. How strong were you guys?
Character-wise, friendship-wise, solid as a rock.
Who was the disciplinarian in the team?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, Malik Awad. You know.
So he holds everyone together.
He was not the father. He was the grandfather.
I mean, if
He
you were
was
to
a
talk to
grandfather.
if you were to talk to
Yeah.
Nazri and
Yeah,
Rafi,
Malik.
you know,
Yeah.
they get a lot of scolding from
Yeah,
Malik.
well, they were young. Nazri was younger. I mean, they were the younger guys. The older guys was David Lee. Really, it was only David, Fundy, and Malik, and they were in that age group. And then it was my sort of age group, a little bit under that. But then you had the younger guys with Rafi, Nazri, Lee Man Hon. You had Zakaria Awang.
Eddie was there.
Yeah, the list goes on, you know. But it was a family environment. We were so close. We bonded. We did everything together. We wanted. We had one goal, and one goal was to be successful and to win the cup for Singapore. And when you got that, you're on a winner. But when the dressing rooms is
Divided,
disrupted and
yeah.
divided, you could never win. And as a coach now, that's exactly how I coach. The dressing room has to be all together, and that's what I teach my teams. And that's why we're successful. I've won it already as a coach because of that. You know what I mean? Because the camaraderie has to be.
You have to win the dressing room first before
Yes,
you
you
can
have
win.
to. You got to get the respect of the players, and the players will have the respect of you, and that's what it's all about. We had the respect of our coaching staff at the time in Singapore, Douglas Moore, the time in Johor with Michael Ricala. We were very, very close, and they were like father figures to us. Like I am now, I'm a father figure to the players that I coach, and that's important. You got to show them the love and the respect, and you will get that back, and you will get the best out of them.
You mentioned about Fandi and Malik a few times already. How do you guys actually bond? And because you were a foreigner, you came here, you're not a local player, but then you still have that kind of good relationship with the local players, like especially Fandi and Malik, your best friends. Actually, how did that happen?
I think
The relationship.
I think our religion also helps. We're we're all Muslims, and I think that's maybe part of it. But I'm an easygoing guy. I get along with anybody. So, David Lee's one of my best friends. Stephen Tan, I love them. The Chinese boys on my team, they were great. The Indian boys were like brothers to me, and until today they're my best friends. So, it doesn't matter what religion, what race you are. It's what comes from the heart, and for me the respect factor is very important. That's what I teach my kids, to respect everything in life, and you'll get that back. And we stay humble. We spoke about being humble, and you don't forget that. And I think everybody around me at the time were very loving, and they showed me the right way, and that's why we're still very, very close.
Okay, Abbas, we have a lot more things to share, to ask you, but now we have to go for a short break, and we're going to do a short quick fire questions with Abbas Saad, where we will ask him 5 questions and he will answer on the spot. Yeah, right? So stay tuned and see ya.